Polyfusion welding is a technology for welding and connecting plastic distribution systems, the result of which is an homogeneous joint with higher cohesive strength than the pipe itself. The FV Plast system consists of pipes, individual fittings and closing fittings. The pipes of the FV Plast system are interconnected with sockets or socket weld fittings. Flat welding machines or welding machines with bushings are used for polyfusion joining. It is possible to join by hand pipes of less than 40 mm diameter. For welding pipes of larger diameters, it is necessary to apply pressure and to produce correct alignment of the welded components, so we recommend using a weld apparatus. The welding procedure is as follows. Set the temperature to 260 degrees Celsius and plug the welding machine into the mains. Wait until the set temperature is reached, possibly checking the temperature with a contact or non-contact thermometer. Prior to welding, take a test pipe and check the correct function of the shears or the cutter wheel. No deformation of the outer pipe diameter is allowed to take place. When using pipes and fittings produced in accordance with international standards, it is not possible to insert the pipe into the fitting without heating. Pipe insertion depth is set on the basis of technical norms and depends on the dimension of the fitting. Clean the edge of the pipe from burrs and grease. Before welding stabby pipes reinforced by aluminium foil, remove the required length of the surface layer and the middle aluminium layer of the pipe with a cutter. This also results in calibration of the pipe, which meets the prescribed diameter for welding. Without heating, it is impossible to slide the fitting on the adjusted pipe. When welding, slide the fitting and the pipe into the bushing. Do not rotate with the fitting or the pipe during sliding and heating. Heat up both parts for the time specific for individual pipe diameters. After expiration of the heating time, pull out the fitting and the pipe from the bushings. Connect the parts by slowly and evenly sliding the pipe axially and without rotation into the fitting sleeve. Now we have about 5 seconds to check whether both parts are coaxial. A fresh joint must be fixed for the first few seconds to enable a partial cooling, which prevents further motion of both joined parts. The following differences are applicable for butt fusion. Butt fusion is suitable for pipes of more than 50 mm diameter. First of all, scrape off the oxidized layer of the pipes and trim the outer edge of the pipe at an angle of 45 degrees with a special tool to prevent bulging of material. Fix the pipe and the fittings into the clamps of the welding apparatus. In principle, subsequent welding procedure is identical to that of joining pipes and fittings with smaller diameters. By maintaining all the welding parameters, we get a rigid and homogeneous joint. This is how the finished high-quality joint made by polyfusion welding looks like from the outside and from the inside. The joint can be fully mechanically stressed after expiration of the cooling period, i.e. approximately 60 minutes later, depending on the ambient temperature. When assembling the system, several important facts should be borne in mind. We must respect changes in the piping length resulting from thermal expansion due to different temperatures. A compensator or a compensation loop absorbs piping length difference in the bends of the root. When using a compensation loop in the groove of the vertical piping, we must always cut a pocket in the wall and fill it with flexible material to prevent filling the pocket with plaster. That would hinder the compensation loop from moving. Remove the fixing tape after mounting the loop. It is also indispensable to know the piping must be insulated over the entire route, including the fittings. Piping is insulated after a successful pressure test. Cold water piping is insulated to prevent dwelling and heating. Warm water piping must be insulated to prevent thermal losses. Note that reducing sleeves with plastic male thread and union plastic brass unwelded cannot be used for distribution of hot water. Only fittings with metal male or female thread are suitable for distribution of hot water. Further information on welding and assembly is contained in the assembly regulations of FV Plast Company.